Pass and right up the middle, and they've called those two plays on the first two.
Well, they're just double checking what they thought from seeing film, and that's the pass and up the middle. Speaking of the press box, it's really no press box at all. We're on the ledge of the press box for the baseball team. Very small confines here, this stadium, Gordon Field, but we're making the most of it.
All right, G. Gordon Liddy in shotgun formation. Waiting in the snap. He's back to pass, throws to the flat, overshot his receiver, and incomplete. Bad pass there, Jeff, by Liddy.
Yeah, bad pass. He should be used to the crown of the field. If it was a flat field, it might have been completed ball. But the Buccaneers on defense, we see that Cam Seal the deal is back out there at linebacker this week, and number 7, he is patrolling the middle of the field at that middle linebacker, and that's always a plus for the Bucks.
Liddy in shotgun formation. Some movement, hands it off, up the middle he goes. Flags on the play. Let's see who the penalty is against. There was some movement before the snap, but I'm not sure from our vantage point who was it against.
I think I've seen movement before every snap, but it's got to be some type of optical illusion. But that time there was movement, Chris, and I'm betting that that's going to be on the red team.
Typically is, yeah. I agree. Ball start against the offense. That's the call. Looks like the right side of the O-line moved a little early. And that's going to change your play call selection here. They had a 3rd and 1 in Buccaneer territory. You know, you're probably thinking we're going to run the ball twice. And now it changes. And now it's 3rd and 6. Perhaps they run the ball twice again. We shall see. Looks like the ball is rested on the 33-yard line. Used to be excellent seats when they flipped the field. Liddy in shotgun. Rodber, the tail of the tandem right. They're going to hand it off to him. Hit in the backfield. Down he goes.
He was hit quickly in the backfield. Was that 64?
That was number 64 from the left defensive end position. He came crashing across the line of scrimmage from the backside and made the tackle. Good play, 64.
Jacob Mathern, the senior, plays offensive tackle, and from time to time he does.
It's a playoff game. He's going to play both ways. He's
that's right.
Our best lineman. Liddy, shotgun formation, 4th and 5. Let's see what they got up their sleeve. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's bootlegging right. He's got some pressure in his face. Makes one man miss. Throws the ball. Incomplete. First down. Bucks.
Just kind of threw that one.
I guess it's 4th down. You might as well throw it. Ain't no sense in running out of bounds.
Almost up for grabs. Chris, actually, if we would have intercepted it in heavy traffic there, they would have probably benefited a good 10 yards.
Would have been like a punt.
Anyway, they run their trick plays. That old hook and lateral, I don't know what it's called, but whenever I was at Franklinton High School in the mid-'80s.
They ran that with you?
No. Coach, we ran that so many times that we actually went to a fake hook and lateral.
All right, here come the Bucks. Under center is McGee. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to, who was that, number 6 off the right side. Cowart with the carry. Again, hard to tell what he got. Doesn't look like much. Maybe 2 yards on first down, and it'd be a 2nd and 8.
Well, since the chains are over here on the side we're on, which is the Bowling Green side, we can see that lit up marker, and it looks like he might have got a yard. 2nd and 9.
A really difficult play to broadcast a game from. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen.
But if you're at home in Franklinton enjoying the broadcast, it sure beats having to travel up here.
Excuse me, hand off to Cowart again over the left side. Not much room there.
That's a play that we usually have good luck on. Usually Birdie Estate's out in front of that play, so that's not exactly what I was expecting on that play. But Cowart takes it again, maybe for one more yard. It's going to be about 3rd and 8, Chris, is what we're looking at.
Yes, sir. 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. No score. Bucks on their first possession. McGee under center. Waiting for the snap. There it is. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Not a lot of running room there. Good defense by the Rebels on the first series. Let's see what the Bucks are going to do here. Here comes the punt team. Beautiful downtown today, Jeff. It reminded me a lot of Clinton, Louisiana. We talked about that. It looks a lot of old antebellum homes here. Beautiful little town, nice square. And go to the square and take a left, just like you're going to see.
Yeah, straight out of a John Grisham novel, Chris.
Killingsworth back for the snap on the punt. There's his punt. Nice hang time. Fair caught by Liddy. Oh, no fair catch. Makes one man miss, but then number 42 there, the pharmacist.
Jude Rawls. Excellent.
With the tackle. Yep, good play there.
Excellent job. Of course, number 1, Diamond Devion Bickham was the first man down. He overran the play by a bit. He might have thought it was a fair catch.
I just assumed it was. I didn't see the man signal, but yeah, I was like, I'm watching the ball. Then the runner comes up to make the catch in traffic.
Yeah.
You would expect a fair catch. But
hats off to him
Yes,
for making the catch in traffic.
yes, indeed. Liddy at quarterback, shotgun formation, single back left, spread formation. Handoff up the middle. Nope, quarterback's going to keep it on the option. Makes one man miss, bounces it to the outside. And good yardage there for Liddy.
Nice run. He did a nice fake up the middle. They carried out the fake well. My eyes actually went.
Mine too.
With
the fake was to Rafe Hollister. Hollister did not get the football. Liddy
No.
kept it and bounced it to the outside. 2nd down and 1 for the Rebels. G. Gordon in shotgun. Again, Hollister to his left. Trips to the right tight. Handoff to Hollister right side. He should have enough for a first down and does.
Yeah, 2nd and 1. They didn't have to get very much. You know, in the NFL, they always say, oh, 2nd and short, that's when you air it out. And I was keeping that in the back of my mind. Now, the Bucks won't air it out on 2nd and 1, but I was just keeping that in the back of my mind.
You know, that's what the Rebels did on the first drive. They had 2nd and 1 through the Z bubble. The quarterback overshot it. 3rd down and 1. They had the offside, and then they're in trouble. All right, here come the Rebels. Liddy in shotgun. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Handoff to Hollister up the middle. Decent yardage. Killingsworth on the tackle for the Bucks.
Killingsworth slides from his defensive end position to make that tackle in the middle across that defensive front for the Bucks. At one end, number 6, Kyron Cowart. Then the big gun, Bryce Graham, at defensive tackle along with Jacob Mathern, number 64. And then at the opposing end is number 10, Dre Killingsworth.
Rodbro in shotgun formation. Hollister, the tailback right. Snap, handoff. Nope, Z-bubble pass. Oh,
Ball's in the air!
Let's see if they call it
Bucks
complete.
jump on it.
It looks like it's going to be a fumble.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who got on that one?
I'm not sure, and I'm not sure who made the hit, but the ball went flying up in the air. Not a bad play by the Rebels, but better defended by the Bucks with the hit. Put the helmet on the football, and up she went. And the Bucks have a big turnover.
Somebody shook the ball loose. That was a great effort. And then whoever came in to cover the fumble, gave it all. Dove from 3 or 4 yards away and skidded to make sure they took control of that fumble.
McGee under center. Have not seen Injun Joe get the football yet. Rebels showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Cowart off the right side. He's got some running room this time and breaks into the open for a decent gain. Going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short. Good game, though.
Nice job by the bricklayer being patient behind the block. It actually looked like he paused for a second to let the play take place in front of him and then turned on the jets. It's going to be 2nd, less than 1.
You know, I'm sure the Rebels coming into the game, the focus, as I called it before the game, it's going to be on number 7. He's the one he's the bell cow for the Bucks, and he hasn't touched the football yet. 2nd down and less than a yard for the Bucks. McGee brings his troops forward. Again, the Rebels crowd the box, not respecting the pass. Handoff is to number 7. He's hitting the backfield about the same time he was getting the football.
Oh, they slammed the door in Josiah's face right there. That's a downright unneighborly move made by. It's going to be 3rd and maybe 1 for the Bucks.
Yeah, the Rebel defense was in there in the backfield. The 2 tackles in between the gaps over the center and guard, and he was in there, tackling when the Miller was getting the football. He lost a foot on the play. Going to be a 3rd and a full 1 now. 4 down territory, I'm sure, for the Buccaneers. McGee under center. Snap, handoff, 7 up the middle, got a hole this time, and has the first down to the 31.
All you got to do is leave a crack in the door. No creeper come a creeping like the black cat do.
Yep, little Ronnie Zan Van.
Absolutely. All you got to do is leave a little crack in the door. If Josiah Miller can see some light shining through it. He's on his way. On the previous play, no crack in the door.
No. All right, here come the Bucks. Same formation. Receiver left, wing right. Cowart, Josiah in the backfield. McGee under center. Fakes the handoff.
Run with it, son.
To the outside. He's got the first down.
Run with it, Joe.
And touchdown, Bowling Green.
Hit pay dirt with K-Dirt, baby. Engine Joe. Josiah Miller.
All right, yep, a good running play there. He had that gap like you talked about, Jeff, and bounced it to the outside. Looked like they could force him out of bounds, but they never could get there, and he scampered down the sideline for the touchdown. Brock on for the PAT.
Bullseye Brock.
Waiting for the snap. There's the snap, a little high, holds good, kick is up, and it is good.
Bullseye Brock. Perfect.
Cameraman looks excited. He's got his game face on. I wish I had a camera to take a picture of the cameraman. Bucks with a 7-0 lead off the turnover at the midfield stripe. Nice offensive series there for the Bucks.
Bullseye coming off of a 7-for-7 effort last week on his PATs, and so right now he's 8-for-8.
And that is the Bowling Green record.
Got to be.
Oh,
now, you're going to see Macaulay Keaton kicking the ball off. I watched him Wednesday just outside by himself. I said, Coach Phil, have you ever seen this fella kick a ball? And he said, oh, Mac, I don't know. I said, I just saw him fly one 60 yards in the air.
You deserve credit.
Yeah. He said, well, I'm going to try him today. Well, he touched about 3 in a row inside the 5, and he got the job.
All right, well, your paycheck will be in the mail. Here he comes right now. There's the kick. Nice kick. Fielded at the 19, to the 20, to the 25. Bounces it to the left side, to the 30, 35, back to the middle,
Get him.
out to the 40. Not very good coverage that time by the Bucks. 22-yard return, called 23-yard return by the Rebels.
Tractor trailer in on that tackle. Now, I noticed that bright orange ball, and you know last year I went berserk because they would not
Football
get the
violation.
kicker's ball in for Dre Killingsworth on the punt.
Yep.
That time, that bright orange ball, you got to have the kicker's ball. That old brown ball that's about 7 years old that says K on it. It just kicks so much better.
All right, here come the Rebs. Liddy in shotgun. Got a wing right, tailback left. Hand off to the tailback. Hollister, up the middle he goes. Good yardage for the Rebels. Rough stuff going on after the play. Some of the moms on the visitors, on the home side getting a little feisty. You can hear her across the field. That must have been her son getting pushed.
Maybe so. She didn't like it. Either way, that's why I'm glad we're over here. I mean, I have seen them cross the field to confront.
I'm glad we're not in Columbia this week. I got
either.
The heck out of there. I heard about all the rigmarole.
Crickets in Columbia this weekend.
Liddy, hand off to McAllister. Up the middle he goes. Number 58, new guy with a nice play.
No, actually, number 24 is the new guy. No, 58's been here long enough.
I thought 58 was new guy and 24 was a newer guy.
Right. Well, you can't interpret it like that. I like Cale McDaniel. I want to say his name McDaniel because I'm kin to a bunch of McDaniels. My mother was a McDaniel.
McDaniel, the McDaniel Road.
Exactly.
All right, here come the Rebels. No gain on the last play. 3rd down and 1. Bucks showing blitz. Quarterback's going to keep it. Good effort there by the quarterback. Does he have enough? Let's see. I think the Bucks are saying he's short.
The bricklayer came around behind him. Christian Williams, Chris.
Really looked good on that play. Came around the right end because they had some room. The guard for the Rebels had some push against the Buck interior, but it closed quickly from the outside and was, they're giving him a first down.
Yeah.
But good play by number 23.
Christian Williams at linebacker in the middle now. Replacing Josiah Miller is number 9, L.J. Meadowlark Jenkins.
All right, Liddy, he's got trip to the left, empty backfield, 2 to the right. He's going to bootleg left, throws on the run, got his receiver. Good tackle by number 4.
Russell Wilson.
Now, the Buccaneer, especially the defensive backfield, has taken their lumps this year, but one thing that number 4 has done very well is tackle.
Yeah.
And he came up on that play. They got the 6 or 7 yards, but a good open field tackle. Number 4 has had several good open field tackles.
He sure has, Chris. He keeps the ball in front of him for the most part, and then makes the sure tackle. Even though he's a small guy, he will throw the body in there.
2nd down and 3 for the Rebels. Liddy in shotgun. Hand off to Ray Pallister up the middle. He's got some running room. Bounces it to the outside and down the sideline. Good yardage there for the Rebels.
Looks like Russell Wilson may have reached out and actually tripped up Hollister on that run. Hollister showed some good side-to-side movement right there. He's a big back. And you think about John Riggins type back. You don't think about the lateral movement, but he really showed some there.
All right, shotgun formation again. Go the Rebels. Spread formation, single back right. Liddy hands it off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Bootlegging to the near side. He gets to the line of scrimmage. And miss, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Bucks lost containment on the play, and the quarterback, seeing no one open, wisely just tucked it and ran into the end zone for the Rebel touchdown. Not a huge amount of speed by the young man, but just enough to break containment and turn it upfield. Made the defensive back miss the open field tackle and went unmolested into the end zone.
Yeah, Champagne took the wrong angle on him. Killingsworth was doing his best to string it out. Let's see what we got in store here with this PAT kicker.
There's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 2 good kickers.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of kickers this year. In years past, BG has had a dearth of kicking players. Playing Dixon.
Hutch Rodriguez, the kicker this week, Chris. Not related to Hutch Gonzalez.
Look away. My alma mater's son. I don't know if he's still playing.
The Ole Miss Rebels, Chris's alma mater. These are the Carroll Academy Rebels. And if you say, it may not be exactly politically correct to play, I can tell you this.
What are you going to tell me?
I can tell you this. If it's not, they haven't heard about it in this tucked away part of the country. I don't think they even have television here, Chris. This is absolutely down a dirt road, literally.
All right, here comes Lopez with the approach and the kick. End over end. Hits between the Bucks and fielded by Injun Joe back at his 15 to the 10 to the 20. And wrestled down there. Good coverage. Not good special teams play there by the Bucks. They let the ball kind of fall in between in no man's land, and that really messed up the timing of the play. Gave the Rebels a lot of time to get down there and pick up the ball. You got to catch that ball on the fly if you can, or pick it up immediately afterwards. It was kind of a performance by the Buccaneer return team there.
Yeah, well, that was a good kick. That's where you want to kick it if you're not going to kick it long.
Yeah, in between is a good place to put it.
Into the no man's land, where somebody's got to call for it.
But no man did. All right, here comes McGee. Single receiver left. McGee, handoff to number 7 off the left side. Good yardage there on 1st down. Difficult to see exactly how good. It looks like it's going to be about 4 yards, which is good on 1st down.
Absolutely. I'm just watching these markers on side. 1:39 left in the first quarter. We're deadlocked 7-7.
Good football game so far.
Yep, absolutely. 1:30 left in the first quarter. 7-7. Bucks tied up with the Rebels.
McGee waiting for his troops to get set. He goes under center. Waiting, there's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Nope, they're going to give it on the jet sweep to number 18.
Tombstone!
And he should be near a 1st down.
Gang
tackling by the Rebels. I'd like to see a little better effort out of the Buccaneers. You've got your young, smallest guy on the team hustling downfield, and he's getting gang tackled, and you've got about 5 or 6 guys just watching the play.
Yeah.
And the Rebels came up, and they're popping them. And
absolutely. That's whenever you can peel away from the crowd and run down there and leave your feet and just clean somebody's clock because the play's still live, obviously.
Yeah, good effort by number 18, Mr. Verrett. And
1st down for the Bucks. Every time Verrett touches the ball, it's always for a big gain.
He's a good player. Verrett split right this time. Killingsworth, the tight end, in a standing position. Flags on the play. Let's see what this is about. Perhaps delay of game, or is it it is a delay of game, I believe. Yes, it is. Delay of game. Back judge making the call.
Wow. It didn't seem like it was really.
I was thinking the same. It didn't seem like an exorbitant amount of time. I wasn't looking at the play clock, but it seemed like everything went pretty timely.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
From 25.
So much of it depends on when the white hat sets the whistle. A lot of teams, a lot of officials don't set it. Hand off to Cowart, right side, bounces outside. Good game for the Bucks.
Bricks, number 6.
And that is going to do it for our first quarter. 7-7 is our score. You're listening to Bowling Green Football on WFCG
107.3. And if you are watching at home on Buck Vision, we're going to stay right here. Thank you to everyone on this Friday night sitting home in Franklinton. This was a pretty good drive. It was 3 hours and 15 minutes to get to Carrollton, and then it took you about 30 minutes to figure out where the stadium was. It was not on the campus of the school. Literally down a logging road. It looks like Mr. Butch and Rita McGee said, if it comes a big rain during this game,
we might be stranded.
Somebody's going to have to take a chain and pull all of us out of here. But once you get back here, it's a nice little setup, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
And they've had a lot of success through the years. Our defense coordinator, Dean King, said when he was playing with his team, Wayne Academy, for the state championship 3 years ago, 4A, that Carroll Academy won the state championship in 3A that year. Now they're in 4A, but they do have a taste of success, no doubt about that.
All right, here come the Bucks. Start first play of the second quarter. McGee under center. Whistles on the play. Somebody has their pink flag.
Now, offsides, it looks to me.
That's usually against the offense. Could be lined up.
No, that's defense, yeah.
Could be.
He pointed towards the defense, and I saw Maddox McGee walking toward the sideline, the quarterback, Maddox McGee, clapping. So, yeah, that let me know it was probably good news. I know a lot of people asked last night at the Fall Festival if we would be on tonight, and absolutely we are.
McGee under center. He's going to take it, hand it off to Josiah, left side. Good defense there by the Rebels. Rebels are stout up front. You get Josiah's seam, and he's going to get some yards. That time there was no seam, and good defense there by the Rebels.
Have some good-looking athletes up there on that defensive line. 54, 77, 42. I mean, about perfect high school size. Let's say 6 foot, 265.
Here come the Bucks. First down and 10 after the short gain on second and short. McGee, Verrett spread right. Killingsworth in the slot. They're going to hand it off to he falls.
Oh!
He need his cleat.
He need his cleat! Bricks 6, bricklayer number 6, Kyron Cowart. Turf just gave way from under him right there, Chris. No doubt about it. He just could not get.
That's when you wear the 5/8 cleats. Can you still wear 5/8? Or was it 3/4? You went from 5/8 to 3/4. I know one of them's illegal now. Maybe it was 3/4 I used to wear.
It was so long ago I was in high school. We had the old cotton spools screwed to the bottom of our.
Oh, mine was screwed on. All right. McGee got a man in motion. They're going to pitch it to Josiah, right side. The tackler didn't want anything to do with sticking his nose, but an effective tackle. But, you don't want to look like a big chicken. And that's what he looked like, diving at his ankles. But it worked.
Chris,
third down and 7.
The Rebels almost have the old wide shoulder pads, big jersey arms look of the mid-'80s.
They don't have the sleeves, though. But I do like the old big shoulder pad look. Third down, and I'm going to say 6 or so. McGee under center. He's going to hand it off. Cowart up the seam. He's got the
run with it. Flow.
He may be gone, and he is. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Hit pay dirt with K-Dirt. Touchdown, Bucks. Bricks 6. Karen Cowart, the bricklayer, hey, you cannot leave that door cracked or them dogs are going to get out.
Yes, and the Bucks have run that play several times, and more than we normally run that play. I don't know if there's something the coach saw on film, but they've called that play a lot tonight, and it's had good success.
Especially right there.
Low snap, kick is up, and it is good.
Bullseye, Brock!
That was an excellent kick. Looked like it would be good from 30, 35 yards.
Nice ball, nice height on that ball.
Yeah, the Buccaneer offense has looked very good. And the interesting thing, it's not been all Josiah. It's been a lot of Cowart tonight, off tackle on the, I wouldn't call it the jet sweep, but maybe the counter.
Yeah, well, I was at practice several times in the preseason and in the early going this year. And Coach Johnson, who calls the offensive plays, and Coach Junkins pointed out to the offensive personnel, guys, this type of offense requires patience. It requires patience out of us as the play callers, but it requires patience out of you as an offensive squad, because these plays don't work every time.
No.
They'll work for 2, 3, 4 yards. Sometimes you'll get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
All right, watermelon formation for the Buccaneers. Killingsworth on to do the kick. Ball is on its side as he approaches it. Onside style kick, fielded by number 4 for the Rebels. Cuts back to the middle and is swarmed under there. Looks like number 23 Williams on the tackle.
Country Christian Williams on that tackle. Looked like Zeke Burford might have picked up an assist
We'll
on
give
that.
him the assist. We will share the glory as much as possible.
I did get an update before the game that Josiah Miller is at 1,625 yards rushing coming into this game. That's through 9 games.
I was going to say, Carroll was my click to pick tonight, but that probably wouldn't work after he's already had some nice yardage. Rebels in shotgun. G. Gordon Liddy, bootlegging, near side. Williams in his face, throws to the outside. He's got number 12. Tip off. Down he goes, and out of bounds at the 35. Good play. The young man used his club and hit number 4 on top of the head with his club. How many wide receivers do you see with the club?
Not many.
You don't see that very often.
That's the old Archie Manning broken left arm. Left arm in the cast. You know, Archie Manning famous for playing with that left arm in the cast. But I'm going to tell you, Chris, in Mid-South Wrestling, a lot of times that is full of lead. And
G. Gordon Liddy in shotgun. Bucks showing blitz. In the backfield is Cowart.
Yep. Ball's on the ground.
Let's see what the officials say.
Yep. Cowart got back there and shook that ball free.
Cowart timed it beautifully.
Beautifully.
Shot the gap and was in the backfield when the running back was getting the ball. It is a Buccaneer football. And first down and 10 for the Bucks, 14-7. The Bucks would like nothing better than to be able to take this turnover and turn it into some points.
Yep. 9:33 remaining before halftime, 14-7. Bucks up. Bucks get on the fumble. The turnover caused by Cowart.
Is this I think the Rebels' second turnover.
It is.
And turnovers will kill you, and that's been their arch nemesis. They've had a couple drives going when they've put the ball in on the dirt, and the Bucks have picked it up twice. McGee under center. He's going to take it, hand it off to the big man. Up the middle he goes, and he's hit, spins, and falls forward, but not after a nice gain for the Indian Chief.
The Miller Buster, Josiah Miller. Also, Chris, the perfect angle tonight for that play Kyron Cowart made, causing the fumble. This may not be the best place to film a game from, but on that particular play at home, you can see, like I saw, Cowart moved to his up. He saw that play coming.
All right, here come the Bucks. First down and 10. Same formation. Handoff. Williams, left side, bounces, and it's swarmed under by a host of Rebels.
Country Chris, nice job on the run, got all he could, pushed forward for a little bit more, crossed the offensive line for the Bucks. Cedar Sword Player of the Week player from last week. He is always center, 3-year starter, first team All-District last year. He is Eli Schilling, the center. At his right and left are the guards, both sophomores, Brody Estave and J.P.
All right, here come the Bucks. McGee got a receiver right, 2 to the right. They're going to hand it off to the Indian up the front. Up front he goes, and he is swarmed under by the Bucks. Excuse me, by the Rebels. Get my tongue twisted there.
Number 12 was really ripping at that ball. If he would have had his digits free, he might have had a better chance at it. J.P. Brumfield's the left guard. At the left tackle is Jacob Mathern. At the right tackle, 3-year starter, senior, Big Mac, Macaulay Keaton.
All right, here come the Bucks. 3rd down and about 5 yards to go in Rebel territory. 7:44 to go, 14-7 Buccaneers. McGee is under center. He's going to hand it off to Cowart. Oh, brutally tackled. Oh, he wasn't down, but they blew the whistle. He was hit hard and driven back, but his knee never hit the ground. As it is, the whistles came, and disappointingly end to that drive for the Buccaneers. But you got to credit, that was a good tackle and good defense by the Rebels. Maybe they've made an adjustment. They're tired of Cowart gashing them on the right side.
Yeah, but like I said, all they got to do is give us an inch, and we'll take a mile, Chris.
All right, Killingsworth in shotgun for the snap. There he is. Punt, high, end over end.
Nice punt.
And a Rebel bounce and downed by number 54 for the Bucks.
Brody Estave down there too.
6:55 to go. Opening half, 14-7 Bucks. Bucks gain field position out of the turnover and push the Rebels back deep into their own territory. It looks like the ball is going to be at the 18.
We do have a scoreboard update from the High School Football Authority. The living legend, Damon Smith, our on-site reporter. Oak Forest, 21, Bayou Academy, 0 into the first quarter.
Predictable game right there. G. Gordon Liddy in shotgun. Let's see if they're going to go to the pass game here. Nope, they're going to hand it off. Good movement up front by the Rebels. They pancaked our defensive tackle and only got 3 yards out of it. The interior of that Rebel offensive line looks pretty effective, but they don't have a lot to show for it. Only 7 points midway through the second quarter.
Well, they've been the victim of those 2 turnovers.
Oh yeah, turnovers will kill you. Shotgun formation. Go the Rebels. Liddy, back to pass. Got an arm, throws it. Has his man and falls forward. Looks like enough for a first down. Hard to read it from this angle, and it is.
Yep, nice fastball. Took the snap immediately.
Yeah, he's got a fastball.
Immediately shot it out there to the receiver to his far right.
What the Rebels don't have is a pronounced running back. Nothing has impressed me there. Nope, nothing dynamic. The quarterback's pretty good arm. They block well, but nothing after that. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Nope, he's going to bootleg it out near side. Got his man just overshot a little bit. Not a bad pass. Again, a better receiver. He gets to that ball and catches it.
Yeah, if he had one more step.
Yes, looked like he lost his feet a little prematurely.
Yeah, if he had one more step, if he was a little bit faster, he would have had that.
Yep.
Yeah, their back is Hollister. He's had a couple good runs.
Fair.
Not exceptional speed, but I did read from their program some of the bios, but he's an all-state singer, all-state choir. Rafe Hollister, fantastic singer.
Shotgun formation, yes he is. Pass on the slant, incomplete. Looked like it was dropped.
And the thing is, just to look at him, you wouldn't think he was a great singer.
He's got overalls on before the game.
Yeah, I noticed that. What
is that song that he was singing? What's his hit? They had it listed in the program.
Yeah. Well, my brother is at home, and he is an authority on a lot of those subjects. And I'm going to ask him to text us with that song that I told him about before the game. I was reading the bio from their program, and I mentioned it. So, anyway, who would we play? Is Brookhaven? They're sitting there with a bye, but that'd be 2 games from now.
Correct. Next week it gets a little tougher. Now we're just sports broadcasters, so we're allowed to look ahead.
Yeah, and coaching staff wouldn't dare look ahead.
No.
Also, please text us with inning by inning World Series scores. Being a baseball man myself, we're interested in passing that along to our listening audience. If you're listening at home, period, 985-515-6010. Let us know you're listening. We'd love to know that we're coming through loud and clear there in our hometown of Franklinton, Louisiana.
All right, 3rd down and 10 for the Rebels. Shotgun formation is Hugh Gordon Liddy. He's got the snap. He's got some time. Throws the ball downfield. He's got his man. Oh, right through the wickets. Now, perfect pass. Now you got to admit the guy's wearing a club, so you got to give him a little bit of a break. But that went right between his arms.
You got to catch up with your fingers, man.
But talk about a perfect pass. Jeff.
Perfect pass.
Their quarterback is their best player. We've learned that in a quarter and a half. Other than the quarterback, and I would give a nod to their offensive line as being pretty stout. Other than that, now if you give number 12 his other hand, maybe he catches that football. But that went right between the wickets, right between his elbows.
But why send him on that route? That means
that nobody else can run that route.
Yeah, that shows the lack of depth in that go opportunity for somebody to just streak the go, whatever you want to call it. That time he was going across the field, not necessarily a go route. But
oh heck, that was it might have been a wheel route, but he was coming down.
They're going to be punting to us. Cowart is back to receive.
Chris Garza, nice punt. A couple good punters here tonight. And it takes a Buccaneer back to the 35-yard line. Yeah, interesting game so far. 14-7. Bucks leading on the road. Next week, the winner goes to Greenville, St. Joe. Now, this is the week you play Louisiana. We're in Mississippi. Last week, when were we playing? We were playing it against Oak Forest. That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Bucks. McGee under center. Their standard wing formation. Hand off to Cowart right side. Has a little bit of running room. Makes a couple men miss. Flags on the play. Spins out of another tackle. And is tackled down. But I think this one's coming back.
Incredible effort right there.
Yes, that's one of Cowart's better runs. And I think it's going to be for naught.
Holding. Holding. That holding will get you every time.
Holding is a no-no.
Yep. Terry Pittman's listening to us back home. You know his son was one of the stars of the game last week, Tucker Pittman, the pocket crusher. Hey, he was in on the quarterback pressure twice and then jumped on a fumble. So he really had a coming out party.
All right, here come the Bucks. 1st down and 20. Again, the Bucks will stay in their play, but 2 receivers right. Hand off to number 7 up the middle. He's dancing. Good thing he held on to the football. One of the Rebels kind of had a hold of it, but number 7 raked it back in. Gain of about, let's say, 5 yards on the play. And that was all on number 7. He was hit immediately and spun out of the arm tackle and got positive yardage for the Bucks.
Yep. Hopefully, they're telling the Bucks on the sideline, hold on to the ball, because this Rebel team definitely makes the effort to rip the ball out.
Yeah, they're a feisty bunch. I will give them that. They will chase the play down, and they will hit you when you're fixing to go down. McGee under center. Play action pass. Debbie tripped up nicely by the Rebel. The Rebel's hurt. I think he got knocked in the head with a foot.
That's old 7. He
Yep.
Inadvertently made that tackle.
Hey, you make penetration, good things are going to happen. You don't even necessarily have to make a tackle, but he just happened to make penetration and be on the spot and ended the play quickly.
And Diamond Dale tripped over his helmet. We have Matt McGee listening from Fort Myers, Florida.
Still on work over there. Good job, Matt. All right, here comes McGee under center. Double tight end formation. Got a man in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. Look for the pass.
Look here.
And there he gets downfield. He's got his man. If he can get it to him, overshot him a little bit.
That was Preston Gerald, number 5, on that go route.
Not a bad play call there. The Rebels weren't fooled, but if it's a perfect pass, he's got a shot to get it. As it was, he overshot him a little bit. Defense have played a little better in the last 10 minutes of play. Early, it was all offense.
All right, Killingsworth from his own 18.
There's the punt. Rodbro catches it at the 40 to the 45, makes one man miss. Bickham back to midfield and out of bounds there. Good return for the Rebels.
Good return on that. Good return on that.
It makes such a difference if you can catch a football on a punt. You see so many punt returners that are either afraid or don't have the ability to catch a punt. That gentleman, he caught the punt on the fly and then had the wherewithal to turn it upfield and get some yardage. A lot of guys will let that punt hit the ground, and then it can roll 15, 20 yards the other direction. And
very few catch it in traffic. So great field position at the Buccaneer 45 is where the Rebels will start this drive.
Liddy in shotgun. Bucks showing blitz. They're going to hand it off. Hitting the backfield. Number 7. Nice play.
64, Jacob Mathern back there first from his defensive line position.
Flag. Oh, that's not a flag. That's a yellow spat.
Along with the middle buster, Engine Joe. Todd Boyd is letting us know from home at bottom of the second. Astros lead the Phillies 1-0.
All right. Bucks really looked improved on defense the last several drives, as have the Rebels.
Chris
Second down and 15 after the loss on the run play. Liddy in shotgun. Calling for the snap. There it is. He's going to bootleg, far side, looking downfield. Someone's behind him. Dumps it and incomplete.
Was that batted down?
I think the receiver couldn't catch it. Wasn't that the running back out of the backfield? Difficult to say from our angle.
Or did Killingsworth back that down? I think somebody slapped that down. I think it was Killingsworth. Chris Ladner letting us know that he and Judy are watching from Paradise Ranch Campground in Tylertown. They got a whole crowd gathered round listening to the smooth and melodic voice tonight of Chris Hawkeye Bird.
All right, 2:42 to go in the opening half. 14-7 Bucks. Liddy in shotgun, big third down play here for the Rebels. Oh. And I think they got us to jump. Which, if I'm the Rebels, the Bucks have been timing the blitz pretty well. I'm going to mix up the cadence a little bit. That time they did, and they're going to get a cheap 5, which is going to make it 3rd and 10.
Yeah, earlier, Coward absolutely jumped it.
And, Williams has been timing it very well, getting good penetration. When we stop them on defense, it's because we're getting in the backfield, prior to the handoff and causing some traffic and some confusion. All right. Here come the Rebs. 2 to the right, trips right, single receiver left. Back to pass is Liddy. Z-bubble, he's got his man in the flat, breaks one tackle, bounces it to the outside. Good tackle by Verrett.
Tackle by the tombstone, Verrett. Speaking of Verrett, his grandfather's listening to us and watching live from New Iberia.
Tell him that was an important tackle, because if he does not make it, it's a first down. By him making that tackle, it's 4th down and 2. Big play here for both teams with 2 minutes to go in the opening stanza.
Yeah, instead of 4th down, if Verrett don't make that tackle, they're lining up for the extra point right now.
A good point. All right, let's see what the Rebels have in mind here. Shotgun formation exclusively for the Rebs. Back to pass, he's got his man, it's caught. He reverses field dangerously. Let's see if he can get it, and does. Boy, he almost took himself out of first down yardage, but he got it.
Nice job of scrapping there by number 4,
he
Russell
had the
Wilson.
first down immediately, and he kind of lost his footing a little bit, came back, and he was in danger. I think at one point he went back past the sticks, but gathered himself and turned it upfield for the first down.
The Magruders are at home listening and reporting that was a Kyle Tucker home run that gave the Astros the 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second.
Liddy in shotgun formation. First down and 10 for the Rebels. Bucks showing blitz. Bootleg right is Liddy. He's got his man in the flat to the 25 and down to the 20-yard line. Good play by the Rebels. The Rebels having some success at times passing the ball, and at times they drop the ball.
Yeah. Well, Champagne did a good job that time, Chris, keeping the ball in front of him and wrapped up, made a good open field tackle. He did have some assistance.
You're going to want more than keeping the guy in front of you when they're in the red zone and there's a minute to go in the half. We've got to be more aggressive on defense in the offense. Excuse me, the defensive backfield.
Well, it looked like Cam sealed the deal, was about to hit the quarterback. He was running free. You know, they say a game of inches. It's also a game of half-second increments. Because
speed is the equalizer in football. If you've got some speed, that closes the gap immensely. And you give a player some speed and some vigor.
Yeah.
Some vinegar, I should say, and you've got a football player. Well, and that's what Mr. Verrett's got. He could use a few more pounds, but he's got the vinegar and he's got some speed. And
exactly.
Kind of formula there.
You take a man running an 8-flat 40. That's extremely slow. But that means that he can cover 10 yards.
All right, here come the Rebels in shotgun. Liddy back to pass, got pressure in his face. Pump fakes, throws, got his man, but cannot adjust to make the catch.
Yeah,
probably a wise overthrow there because he did have some coverage in his face. And
old claw hammer,
that's a hard catch to make.
Well, his body, he turned the wrong way and everything. Yep. But I was trying to illustrate, an 8-flat 40 is extremely slow for an offensive line. That means that you can cover 10 yards in 2 seconds. You can cover 5 yards in 1 second, even at that speed.
All right, here come the Rebs breaking the huddle. 1:17 to go in the opening half. 2nd down and 10 for the Rebels at the 20. Shotgun is Liddy. High snap, pump fake. He's looking downfield. He's thinking about keeping the ball.
Got him right. Oh.
Breaks one tackle. He's at the 15. Stiff arm there, nice. Breaks one tackle and another, and good effort by the quarterback. Wow, tip your hat to that young man. Broke about 4 or 5 poor tackle, bad form by the Bucks. Let's face it.
Yeah, that's going to be a first down inside probably the 1-yard line. 59 seconds left before halftime. 14-7. Buccaneers lead this one, but Carroll Academy definitely knocking on the door.
Bucks need to buckle their chin strap here. Let's see what the Rebels have in mind. Handoff up the middle he goes. Nice defense by the Bucks interior, led by the old new guy, number 58, and number 64, Mathern.
McDaniel, Coward, all in on that tackle, along with Mathern. Got to send a shout out to Mrs. Positive, Tanya McKelvin. They are listening at a watch party there at Barrett Brown's house. A big shout out to Mrs. Positive, Tanya McKelvin.
Let's give a shout out to number 64, Mathern, and number 58 of the Bucks. A good interior play. 64 is a fine football player, fine offensive lineman, and a fine defensive lineman. He's been playing a lot of two-way football tonight, and he looked good on that play. Their first down and goal at the 2, and they lost close to a yard.
Yeah, well, what he shows on offense and defense is whenever he gets to where he is not engaged with a blocker, he has speed to get to the ball.
He's got a motor, and he can move, and he's not afraid to get tired. And I like to see that of the young man.
Be sure not to get in front of the camera. All right, you're good, Chris.
All right, McGillicuddy, handoff. Up the middle he goes. Nope, quarterback's got it. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown. They faked me.
Faked me, too. If they would have handed it to number 7, he would not have made it across the line. He was hit again by Josiah Miller and Mathern. Quarterback's their best player. You said it earlier, Chris, no doubt about it. Not only is he an effective quarterback in many ways, the way he handles the fakes and carries them out convincingly is a real big plus for them. 28 seconds left before halftime, 14-13. The Buccaneers lead.
Garza doing the PAT. Waiting for the snap. There it is. The hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. Good kick.
Nice ball.
And that makes our score 14-14. 28 seconds to go in the opening half.
Number 10 just did a nice job kicking that ball. He is walking exceptionally slow going to the sideline. I'm not sure if he's almost injured or whatever. We got to send prayers out to Miss Christy Brown as she is recovering from a surgery she had. 2-0 Astros, end of second, thanks to the Magrooters and Todd Boyd for that scoreboard update. We also want to send a special thank you to a new sponsor we picked up this weekend, Washington Parish School Board President, a leader for all of Washington Parish, John Weibel. You can look for him in some upcoming races as soon as next year. A Washington Parish School Board member, the president, stepped up, supports Bowling Green football, along with a huge supporter of Franklinton athletics.
All right, here comes the approach. Garza with the kickoff, and it is going to go out of bounds. At that point, why not do the onside kick? But that's not the play they called.
I've never been a fan of just pooching it over there. And I would love to see Macaulay Keaton tie into it and drill some through the back of the end zone.
Very enjoyable first half, Jeff. We got a tie score of 14-14. It's been back and forth, seesaw. What the Rebels have done wrong tonight, put the ball on the ground. And a couple of fumbles. Buccaneer defenses looked good at times. That time they took advantage of our lock. We lost containment a couple times. And let them get to the outside. Good passing by the Rebel quarterback. Good running the first half by Mr. Cowart. I thought he's had an exceptional first half, as has number 64 for the Bucs. Let's see what the Bucs have in store here. 28 seconds to go in the half. McGee under center. They're going to hand it off to Cowart. A good play of the evening. Cuts it back to the middle and dragged down by the Rebels.
20 seconds and counting. Nice play by Cowart. That was another one of those where you have no idea what Cowart's going to pull out of his hat. He keeps his balance so well that when he gets in the open field, you can never discount.
Bucs are taking their time. I'm not sure why here. We got 11 seconds on the clock after a first down at midfield. That play, you can run it, and it's always got a potential to be a long run. Not sure why the Bucs were taking their time. Maybe they're arguing the clock never stopped. There should be around 16 or 17 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was going to say. You can never discount the threat of him taking it all the way.
Yep.
No, but right now, Chris, 11 seconds with the clock stop. We'll see if they make an adjustment on that clock.
Maybe they weren't arguing that. The Bucs do use a timeout. Maybe that's why they were in no hurry, because they felt they had called the timeout. But yeah, I'm like you. I think there should be a closer to. I'm not sure when the timeout was called. Of course, we can't know that down here, but. About 5 seconds or 6 seconds went off the clock after the tackle.
I don't know if that smell's coming from the concession stand, but I'm going to tell you right now, Chris, they're using some Worcestershire sauce on something. It smells good.
I had a steak over at Nails One Stop.
Really?
Highway 82 and 15. And it was good, near Eupora.
That sounds like the perfect little...
Oh, yeah. I eat there all the time with work. I'm up here quite a bit, so it worked out well for me. Did some work in North Mississippi. Eased on over to the interstate.
There used to be a place off the Hernando exit called...
Hernando Hideaway.
Yeah, Coleman's Barbecue.
Oh, Coleman's is delicious. There's one left in Senatobia. Only one. At one time there were 30 or 40.
The one in Hernando exit closed. My brother tried to stop at it a week ago.
Yep, it's closed. It's closed during Corona. They couldn't get any help. That was one of my favorite places to eat. I got to bring that up with your brother. He and I share food. Oh, hand off to Cowart, far side.
Run with it, son. Flow!
Get to the corner. He's on the edge. He's down the sideline and dragged down from behind with 12 seconds. They did put clock time back up before the previous play. Brought it all the way back to 20 seconds, more than I thought it should be, but we'll take it. The long Cowart run, this time to the left side. We've seen it pretty much exclusively to the right side. This time they run it left with very good success. 12 seconds here. I'm not sure of the timeout situation. The clock says we have 1 left. You're at the far hash. You are at the 17. You know, do you run another play and try to get some yardage or a touchdown, or do you go ahead here and try to go with bullseye for the halftime lead? If the Bucs can get some points here, this is a big momentum switch here in late in the second half. The Rebels are feeling really good. They march down the field and tie it up in the last 3 minutes of the half. Give the Bucs real good field position on that silly kicking it out of bounds play, and the Bucs run the ball twice for big yardage, and they're down at the 17-yard line.
I have no idea what yard line we're at. The ball on the 17, their scoreboard, if they keep up with it on the scoreboard, very few
they have been.
Operators keep up with it.
Now, if it's 100% accurate, I'm not sure, but we're going to use it because nobody can tell if we're wrong. Bucs threatening, 12 seconds to go in the half. Verrett that wing right. McGee under center. He's back to pass. He's got pressure in his face, throws, and it is picked off. Taken by the Rebel. Killingsworth's got him by the jersey, and out of bounds he goes.
Well, took a shot up top, 0 left on the scoreboard.
And that's going to do it for our first half. Don't see any flags on the play.
Triple zeros indicate halftime. Let me tell you something, it does not get any closer than 14-14.
It does not.
If you're at home listening and watching Buck Vision, you have made the right decision, folks.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors on WFCG, and we will be back in a few moments with hopefully some halftime scores and some out-of-town Back deep is Mr. Cowart, standing at his 9-yard line for the Buccaneers. Here comes Garza, kick end over end. Fielded by the up back at the 15, pitches it to number 6 to the 20. He's going to try to get to the far side. Makes one man miss, and nice gang tackling by the Rebels at the 30.
Out to the 30. That was a nice job by Preston Carroll, receiving that punt and receiving that kickoff from his wing position or the outside receiver. And he's got to have been instructed on that. If you get it, much like in the championship game, whenever Buttermaker told Kelly Leak, I don't care where it is,
you call.
You go get it.
Yep. Here come the Rebels. Excuse me, here come the Bucks. First down and 10. 11:54 to go in the third quarter. McGee under center. Rebels showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Verrett near side. Open field tackle at the ankles by the safety, number 22. That is John Robichaud.
Robichaud goes low.
And why do you go low on Mr. Verrett? He's a fine football player, but he's the smallest guy on the field. You think that's the guy you try to wrap up and hit. And so he goes low on Verrett. Verrett goes forward for an extra, he got 5 yards on the play.
Absolutely.
That's some odd decision making there by John Robichaud for the Rebels. Second down and 5 for the Bucks. Hand off to the big man, number 7. Up the middle he goes. Lots of Rebels there. Pushing the pile, but pushing it the wrong way are the Rebels.
Miller never goes down on the play again. In the first half, it was mostly Cowart with the biggest
Cowart
yard.
has the big numbers in the first half.
Miller
on the last
did
drive, he had those 2 long runs and got the Bucks into scoring position. Now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now, Josiah did have the long touchdown run, but let's see what the Bucks have up their sleeve here. 3rd down and a short 3 to go. 2 slots right near the tight end. Handoff. Cowart, right side, breaks 1 tackle, got the first down, and driven backwards. That good gang tackling by the Rebels. Man had an opportunity to make a play for the Rebels, could not. Cowart broke the arm tackle and got the first down, and that's the play that the Bucks have had success with all night, and it works there.
Cowart, such good balance. I said it after about the 3rd game. He reminds me so much of his running style of Alvin Kamara.
Well, we were talking halftime adjustments, but that play is still working for the Buccaneers, and it's worked consistently tonight, going behind big number 73 for the Bucks.
Macaulay Keaton.
Wing right, Country Chris, they got a man in motion. That's Josiah. They're going to pitch it to him near side. Makes one man miss, turns it on down the sideline and hit out of bounds. Good play there by the Buccaneers.
Nice block by Country Chris. Christian Williams right there. Chris, if you notice.
Yes, he's got to make that block, and he does, as if without it, there's penetration, and the play does not get going forward, which it did.
Yeah, that block opens the door so that Josiah Miller can pass through. Hey, now listen, we've got all these people at home that are non-experts, and we appreciate them saying we sound great, but Arden Bird just said, y'all sound great. And that's now, what's the penalty here, Chris? I didn't see a flag.
I didn't see the flag, but it was holding against the Buccaneers. A point of infraction penalty, going to bring it back and make it 1st and 15. Big penalty there for the Rebels against the Bucks. All right. Double wing formation. Handoff to Josiah. Left side. Good pursuit there by the Rebels.
Again, Mathern, nice job blocking right there. Doing everything he could from his left tackle spot to make an alley to run through.
Mathern and Keaton have had an excellent game tonight. Number 64 has done it on both sides of the football. He's getting double duty, but heck, it's a nice night. I'd be wanting to play both ways. I'd want to play both ways every night, but that's just me.
Yeah.
2 to the right. Single back. Hand off to Cowart, near side. That time they defended the play.
Yep, sure did. They got penetration into the backfield, number 4. That's doggone Hollister.
Yep, Rafe Hollister.
Oh, and by the way, my brother did remind me of
Now, did he look it up? That's the question.
Now he remembered. Now I told him before it's called the Lonesome Road. The Lonesome Road. However that
All right. All right. Does he know the tag on the squad card? McGee under center. He's going to hand it up. Nope, he's going to give it on the jet sweep.
Let's go, Diamond. Let's go, Diamond.
The corner. He cuts it up and hit hard by the Rebels, but not until after good yardage. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a little bit short of the first down, or is it a first down? It is the first down.
They're moving the chain. That's Diamond. He's fresh, Chris, and he is an offensive weapon.
Yeah, if you can run that jet sweep, and they fake the play to number 6, Cowart, and then bring it back the other way on the jet sweep, and there was nobody home. He got to the edge and then turned it north and south, headed south towards Franklinton, and got good yardage. Bucks look good on this opening drive. The ball is at or near the midfield stripe. First down and 10. 7:54 to go in the third quarter. McGee under center, hands off number 7 right side, and a host of Rebels there to swarm him under.
Nice push by Josiah, but he has not ripped it off in 14, 12, 18-yard chunks.
No, and they are keying on him heavily. That's their game plan, but that's leaving openings for number 6 and for number 1 to get to the edge. And I think they came in and said, we're not going to let number 7 beat us. We are going to focus on him, and they have been. And but the Buck offense has still been effective, giving the ball to 6 and 1 and 18. McGee under center, double wing formation. Got a man in motion. They're going to pitch it to him, and they do. And there's the pitch, and gets to the edge and gets a few yards. Bucks are fortunate not to get a holding call there. It looked like one of our guys had his wings out a little bit on containment, but fortunately for us, no call. Third down and about, would you say 5, Jeff?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to say more like 4. Maybe they're. Anyway, that was close. Number 1 right now, Diamond Dev. The advantage that he has is that clean uniform. He's fresh.
All right, here come the Buccaneers. Big play here for both squads. About third down and 5. 2 receivers right, single back in the backfield. They're going to give it to Cowart. Counterplay right side. Nice open field tackle. Let's see where they spot the football. It's going to be short, I believe, but don't quote me. Nope, they're moving the sticks. First down, Bucks. It's so hard to see from this angle. I thought he was tackled short, but no hesitation by the chain gang. They're moving the sticks.
Well, Chris, the difference between the Carroll Academy Rebels and some of the other teams that we've been able to run at will against, their defensive backs and linebackers are not afraid to step into that hole.
No, yeah, they're a tough bunch, to be sure. The counterplay to Cowart has worked very well tonight. McGee hands off, Verrett, and swarmed under there by the Rebels. This is not the typical offense that we've seen out of the Bucks this year. We've seen heavy doses, when we're successful, heavy doses of number 7, Josiah Miller, pounding the football and punishing the defense. Tonight's game is a little bit more balanced attack, and it's we've got several players involved in the offense, and it's made it very effective. All right, second down and 9. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, all knotted up at 14. Rebels again crowding the box. McGee pitches it to number 7. Miller got a seam and a host of Rebels there. Number 7's going to be a sore young man after this game. Lots of hitting going on out there.
Yeah.
This is not Columbia Academy. Columbia Academy at this point last week was looking at how to get out of the way of number 7. Of course, who do they play tonight, Jeff?
Nobody.
They're getting ready for basketball season.
They are playing the home version of Let's Make a Deal, the board game.
That was a good one. Third down and about 9 for the Buccaneers. McGee under center. Verrett wing right. Got a man in motion. That's Williams. They're going to hand it off on the counter to Cowart. Far side. Ball's on the deck, or is that the player? Let's see who's got it. It is a fumble.
Oh!
And it looks like the Rebels have it. Well, that equals up the
turnovers.
Arden texted in. He's listening. Let's make a deal.
Yep.
That is, I love old game shows.
Yeah.
And I can see you enjoying some, I'm talking vintage game shows.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I remember watching The Joker's Wild with my grandma.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Revolting turn of events. The Bucs have a nice drive going and give it up on the turnover. Handoff. Sorry about the poor play-by-play, but
that's number 7.
See.
Paul Lynn, number 7. Speaking of old game shows, number 7, a familiar name, Paul Lynn. Remember the center square on Hollywood Square?
Ah, yes. All right, Hollywood Squares is that's early 70s. And on, it was on TV for a long time. All right. Liddy in shotgun, got a man in motion. He's bootlegging right. Looking downfield, throws. Got a man. Is it picked off? Oh, drop. Good play by Verrett. Breaking on the football, could not quite bring it in. Good effort, though. Not the best pass by G. Gordon Liddy there. That was kind of a duck. He threw off his back foot, didn't step into it. Threw that thing up in there. Had a receiver open, but the ball was so poorly thrown. Verrett had time to close on it and actually dived and had his hands on the ball. Would have been a miraculous catch. As it is, it's just a very good defensive play.
Yeah.
Big play here. 3rd down and 8 for the Rebels at their own 28. The Rebs have trips right, single receiver left. Backfield is the quarterback and Hollister to his right. Back to pass is Liddy. He's looking for the one-arm bandit.
You got him.
He's got it. Nice catch. Oh, no, he did catch it. Catch, yeah. And for a one-handed man, that is a pretty good play. You know, you've got 2 defenders there. You got 4 hands versus 1. But the one-arm bandit comes down with the football. Got to tip your hat there to the young man.
Burford arguing that he was still juggling the ball on the way down. No replay. Well, be hard to tell.
Yeah, to be honest, I couldn't see it. I didn't see it, Bobble, but he's a lot closer than I am. All right, here come the Rebels. 1st down and 10 after the big 3rd down play. Liddy in shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Good blocking on the interior. Keeps it, bootlegs it, far side, got the corner and out of bounds.
Liddy has got to be the fastest player on their team.
Yeah, they're not a very fast team, but I agree. Yeah, he is the fastest one.
Yeah, he outran Killingsworth to the sideline, no doubt about it. As Cam Seal comes out to take a rest after chasing Liddy around, Jonathan Tractor Trailer. Number 15 checks in, 1st down. All right, we got to regroup and make a huge stand here, man.
Okay, Liddy in shotgun, got 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Single back in the backfield, that's Hollister. Hand off to him. Pushes the center of the defense back. And Killingsworth and 23 Williams team up to make the tackle.
Is that a flag?
I see something gold. I don't know if it's a shoe or if it's a flag.
I think it's
a flag. I think that's in the area of holding.
Now, I think they're saying that somebody grabbed the back of the helmet.
Oh.
Now, Kyron Cowart was through there again. Absolutely personal foul, face mask.
Oh, big penalty. I did not see it.
Yeah.
The Rebels will accept that penalty. They're not going to decline that one. Big moment in the game. 3:40 to go, 3rd quarter, 14-14. Bucs need to bow their neck here as the Rebels are threatening after the turnover by the Buccaneer offense.
Somebody did get the back of the helmet.
All right, here come the Rebs. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to pass is Liddy. Looking in the flat, he's got his man there. Oh, and right through his hands. And he's got 2 hands.
A little too much mustard on that one.
Still, that's one you got to catch.
Oh, absolutely.
He's looking at number 12, and 12 said, I got 1 hand and I can catch the football, and you can't catch that one?
The old one-arm bandit.
The one-arm bandit.
Yeah.
But looking at the replay, that went right between his hands. The quarterback's got to be mad about that one. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Rebels. Not a lot of running out of the Rebels. Liddy and shotgun. They're going to run it here. Hand it off up the middle. Got some yardage. He is down to the 10. Not enough for a 4th down, but close.
That was number 7. That's not even Hollister. That's Paul Lind, who
That
just
is
came in.
Paul Lind checking into the game for the Rebels there. All right, third down and at about 2.5 for the Rebels. Rodbrook hands it off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. He's got a seam, cuts up to the middle, he's got the first down, and is not going to get into the end zone. Enough for a first down. It's going to be a first and goal.
Yep. Now Cowart jumped into the backfield immediately again.
Yes, and
but
he was too aggressive that play.
too
Overshot
aggressive.
the play.
Yeah.
You got to play discipline.
First down and goal from the 2. Maybe they'll pull and us from Brookhaven and not score here.
All right, here come the Rebs. First and goal. Handoff, pitch, far side. Tackle number 7 gets close to the end zone, but not in. Good play by 7 on that play.
Whew. Yeah, Miller showed some speed right there.
Yeah, because it looked like he had. If 7 doesn't make the play, obviously he's into the end zone.
Yep.
Second down and less than a yard.
We need a fumbled exchange right
Or,
here.
you know, a penalty here would be helpful.
Yep, that would push him back a little.
Liddy and shotgun.
They're coming to this side, Chris, with something.
Something bird dog. Up the middle he goes. Nope, the quarterback's going to keep it himself. And goes into the end zone.
Yeah, every time they line up with those 2 receivers stacked out here to the left, they usually run the quarterback to that side. And I'm thinking the quarterback's running to this side, and he's also got the option then to spot either of those receivers if they happen to be wide open. We do have a player down. That's Cowart.
Looks like a cramp.
And you might say, well, it's not the heat of summer anymore, but guess what?
He's been playing a lot.
It's humid, and he's been playing a lot both ways.
Yep.
That's why I suggested that it may be time you got 23 and 1, both with fresh legs. Let me tell you, a fresh horse right here really can make the difference as we get ready to go into the 4th quarter. 1:26 left in the 3rd quarter. 20-14 pending the PAT.
Out of town scoreboard, Macomb, the Parkland Academy Pioneers losing to Jackson Academy at home 12-0. Bowling Green. Oak Forest Academy up big at Bio. In a net against Bio. I think it was I heard it was 34-0. Nothing unusual there. Oh, we got a interesting formation here. Nope, the Rebels bring it back to standard.
Garza, he's been perfect
spot on.
tonight.
That's a good point, Jeff. Hold is up, kick is up. And kick is down, and it's good. 21-14, 1:26 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Nice job by Russell Wilson trying to block that one. I thought he was going to block it the way he shot back into the backfield.
Yep, the snap was high. The holder corralled it, brought it down, but that messes up the timing a little bit. And Bucks put pressure on, but the Garza was cool as a cucumber and got the kick up and away.
Yeah.
Lots of good kicking tonight by the place kickers.
Yeah. Well, thing about Garza, you know, he plays linebacker also. He's got to go 240 at 6'1", and he just kind of touches the football, touches it off in the perfect sweet spot.
Yeah.
You know, the harmonics have got to be perfect on that, much like a tuning fork. Boom! And it just goes out of sight.
Mr. Butts on the injured reserve. I understand he broke his arm this year.
Yeah, at practice. Yeah, it's going to require surgery. Chris, it's a bad break.
Wow.
Yeah. He won't be ready until next year. Thank goodness he does have a year left.
He's got one more year of eligibility. They expect big things out of Mr. Butts next year. He came on earlier this year and played real well.
Yeah. Well, he got his first start.
Yep.
And then the following week hurt the.
Oh, nice kick by Garza. Drives the engine back to the 3. He fumbles the football.
Pick it up.
He picks it up. He's to the 5, to the 10. Cuts back to the middle. Has a seam, and is hit there by the 25. Good tackle. But he had a chance. That thing, I thought he had a chance. Not the way we drew it up. He caught it at the 2, lost his footing and the football, picked it up, and ran north and south. And there was a tremendous collision at the 25. I would dare say this has been some of the best hitting of the year.
Yeah.
You know, last week against Columbia, there was a dearth of hitting. There was no hitting going on whatsoever.
Yeah, that's right. Might as well have been flag football.
Might as well have been.
Oh, thank goodness that Injun Joe had the presence of mind not to touch his knee on the ground, or we'd have been inside the 1.
McGee under center. Fakes it to Bickham. He's back to pass, looking downfield. He's got a receiver. If he can get it to him, throws it downfield. He's wide open. He catches it. Oh, he catches it.
Oh, Burford, nice job. 13.
The ball hung up. He had Burford. Burford catches it, gets hit hard. The ball goes up in the air. Another defender hits Burford and sends him back to the football. And Burford corrals it and brings it in for a big play there for the Bucs.
Nice concentration.
Yes.
If he would have hit him in stride now, he was behind everybody.
Oh, yeah. They forgot about him. But then he got hit like a ping pong ball back there, and looked like he got knocked back into the football and caught it. Good focus.
And great athleticism shown on that play. That was a big one, Chris. First down now.
Yep, got the ball into Rebel territory. McGee under center. They're going to hand it off to Bickham in the backfield. Ooh. That's not a good place for Bickham to be. Running between the guards, and there's a big D tackle looking at you.
No, he is not the between the tackles type runner.
He's a little slight in size.
According to one of our most loyal listeners, Alex Summerall, 5-0 Astros. Todd Boyd had updated me earlier. Kyle Tucker has his second home run of the game, a 3-run homer, and that's what gave them the Astros.
All right, that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. 21-14, Carroll Academy Rebels. You're listening to Bowling Green Football on WFCG.
107.3. If you're watching at home, Buck Vision, you've made the right decision. We do have a record number of live listeners at home tonight. In excess, I'm not even going to say the number because it will sound.
Don't brag.
It'll sound made up. It's more than the population.
Let's just say we are probably outdrawing the World Series game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we're on the radar with that production company that is carrying the World Series.
Yes.
And there will be ramifications and repercussions, I'm sure. Now, let me point this out. 21-14, we got a full quarter left to go. On offense, it'd be great to go ahead and stick it in and then say the whole fourth quarter, you can start out even.
Town scoreboard update. Interesting score. Park Lane Academy has come back on JA, up 13-12 at home. I'm kind of cheering for Park Lane over JA, no doubt. McGee, handoff up the middle, hit and driven down, but not after a nice gain for number 7. Going to be inside the 40, down to the 38. Gain of about 4 on the play.
What a horrible draw in the playoffs for Park Lane, who has had an exceptional year. How did you draw Jackson Academy first week?
They are in the men's bracket. There are no weak, district, there are no weak sisters.
I hear you.
All right, McGee, third down and 7. Shot, nope, he's under center, Pitches it to number 7, Injun Joe, trying to get to the corner. Has the first down and goes out of bounds. He's pulled up, holding his hamstring a little bit. Let's see what that's about. He's going back to the huddle, but he is holding his hammy. Got a little bit of a tweak in it. He's cramping up a little bit, trying to stretch it out.
That hamstring is something that would absolutely debilitate a person.
All right, big first down there for the Bucs. 11:20 to go in regulation. First down and 10 for the Bucs at the Rebel 29. McGee under center, double wing formation. Back to pass goes McGee.
Burford.
Looking at the flat, throws it to number 6. Oh, dangerous play there for the Bucks, but it worked. Short gain on the play. In rugby, we used to call that a hospital pass because you go up in the air and you're in the no man's land.
Oh, no doubt
and
about it.
your ribs are exposed and whammy can happen.
Chris, you might have heard me exclaim, Burford! He released and was absolutely uncovered, streaking into the end zone. On Buck Vision, you might have even seen that at home.
All right, 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Bucks. Trips right, single back, and a wing back. Handoff is on the the counter play to number 6. Good yardage again for the Buccaneers on that play. Cowart gonna set up a 3rd down and about 5 yards.
Talk about no room on the sideline. I would say between the get back mark and the fence is 6 feet.
Yep.
Hardly room for Bullseye Brock to even
warm up.
take a few practice swings.
I do like that though because you can see the game better just if we were a little bit higher. 3rd down, 5 yards to go for the Buccaneers. 4 down territory, no doubt here. McGee under center, hands it off up the middle. Injun Joe hit, spins out of it, falls forward. 1st down, Bowling Green.
Way to run, Miller. Way to run, son.
Yes, that was all Miller, as you said, because he was hit and spun out of it and got the 1st down. Bucks can get a 1st down. The line of scrimmage is the 11-yard line. Excuse me, the 16-yard line. So obviously they can get a 1st down, huh, Jeff? McGee breaks the huddle, brings his troops to the line of scrimmage. Verrett, the wing right, double backs in the backfield. Back to pass is McGee, looking in the flats, got his man, number 7. Throws it to him, good block by Killingsworth, and tackled after a good gain. Should be enough 1st down. Good block, Killingsworth, on that point.
Good catch, and then run after the catch. That'll be a 1st down at the 6. We had to get to the 6 for the 1st down. Oh, well, let's see. Yep, 1st down. 1st down and goal. Country Chris checks into the game. Like I said, fresh horse, and you know Christian Williams has a nose for the end zone.
All right, 1st down and goal for the Buccaneers. Josiah Miller checks out of the game, looks a little banged up, taking some hits tonight. McGee under center. He's going to hand it off Cowart right side. Bounces to the outside. Ball! Who's going to get there first? The Rebels got it. He's going down the sideline. He needs to get a block. Gets 1 block, 2 blocks. Back to the middle of the field. And he's going to score. Revolting turn of events there for the Buccaneers.
What a turn of events. Cowart kept his balance, bounced back like a cat, always lands on his feet, tried to get to the outside and get a little room. I said before, Carroll Academy Rebels are punching at that ball, ripping at it. I mean, it came out of there like a shot.
It came out like a shot, and it was a good effort by Cowart. The ball, where he was designed to run was clogged up. He bounced off the defenders, went to the outside, and couldn't see specifically who hit him or what. But like you said, the ball shot out of there like a cannon. And
probably about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, now we have taken the lead in the turnovers. That's 3-2 if my math is correct. Snap is low, hold is scooped up. Best kick of the night for Garza. Flags on the play.
I don't know what the flag is, but that was an absolute bad snap. And the holder got it up there as Garza was already 2 steps into his approach. And it absolutely did not faze Garza. He put the touch in.
Now, Chris Garza is an excellent punter. Excellent punter.
Excellent PAT kicker. That went.
The holder on that play was none other than John Constabilio.
No kidding.
Yep. Yes,
well,
indeed.
I can tell you right now the importance of a kicker, and the importance of a holder.
Of a holder.
Yeah. As an old kicker myself back in high school, I was very fortunate to have a first-team All-State holder.
Really?
And Randy Myers. Absolutely.
Well, JC can sure hold. Well, Jeff, that it changes the complexity of the game completely. The Bucks were, looks like the penalty was against the Bucks. I think they ran into the kicker. It wasn't anything malicious or anything, but they did call the penalty. That makes the kickoff, the line of scrimmage, the midfield stripe. excuse me, the 45. 28-14. The Bucks had a nice drive going, and big play they've used, not exclusively tonight, but too much to their benefit. Didn't work that time, and the fumble was the result. End-over-end kick out of the back of the end zone for the Rebels.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just an absolute turn of the tide. You go from preparing to tie it up. Yeah. On a long, sustained drive.
Yeah, beautiful drive.
That saw you complete 2 passes. You know, that's a big night for the Bucks, who don't try to pass very much. And a lot of great effort by the offensive line, all for naught. And look, take your hat off and give respect to Kyron Cowart. He was trying when it happened.
Yeah, his effort has been very good tonight. I thought he's had a good game. McGee under center. Hands off, back to Cowart. Has some room, hit hard, and goes down. Holds onto the football. Carroll will tackle. There's some flags on the play. Not sure what happened. It looks like a personal foul back in the backfield. Excuse me. No cough button on our equipment, is there, Jeff?
No. Well, the thing about Carroll Academy, no doubt you can see them on Buck Vision.
Personal foul against the Rebs. Yeah. Not sure what it was for. Do they call head-to-head contact? Is that a thing in high school? I'm really not sure. The tackler nailed Cowart right upside the head with his helmet. And I'm not sure if that's the call or what, but it gets the Bucks out of a hole. It's the ball out at the 40-yard line after 15 yards.
But Carroll Academy, almost 11 clones. The defensive linemen and the safeties are all the same size.
That's a good point. You're spot on. McGee under center, got a man in motion. And the Bucks are in motion, too, along the offensive line. Bucks looking a little rattled here. But, yeah, that's a good point. They all look very similar.
Yeah, from the defensive line to number 8, the safety, I would say they're all between 5'11" and 6'1", all hovering around 235 to 260. I mean, you know, you don't have a waif on the whole field.
That's a good point, Jeff. It is. All right, McGee got a man in motion, same play. Oh, ball's on the deck. McGee recovers his own fumble.
8 minutes and 2 seconds left in this contest.
The Bucks don't need to give up. They look a little down in their drawers a little bit, but 8 minutes left. All they've got to do is march the ball down the field here and get it within a score.
Yeah,
you can always onside kick, which they probably would do, considering we don't kick it real deep anyway. And this game is not over. 2 to the left, no, single receiver right and left. Hand off to Williams, leaps the pile and gets a few yards. But they are in behind the stick area.
Yeah. Well, what a move by Christian Williams. And another thing, he's fresh. Right there, the defensive line penetrates into the backfield, and instead of saying, I'm met at the line of scrimmage, he hurdled the defensive lineman. Pretty good instinctive move for a running back, but it is 3rd and 16.
Yeah, big down here for the Bucks. Need to get some of it. McGee under center. He's going to hand it up. Nope, play action pass. Looking downfield. Throws it.
Interference right there.
Verrett.
Well, I don't really think it was interference, but Verrett had a bead on it, and there was some contact between he and the defensive back, but I think they were both going for the ball, in all honesty.
Yes. That's not like you.
It's not like me. I don't know if the age is getting to me.
Yeah.
Or knowing that Damon Smith's at home, my mentor. He's worked with me on my... All
right, there's Killingsworth, takes the snap, no pressure, punt, end over end. Caught by Y.A. Tittle, bounces it back to the middle. He picks up his wall, gets up the sideline, needs some blockers, taking his time, cuts back to the middle, and goes down in Buck territory, pretty deep. Negative punt after the return.
I'm going to tell you, that's at least the second time that he's caught the ball in heavy traffic when anybody else would have caught that.
Yeah, he's. I will say this about Carrollton. or excuse me, Carroll, they are very game players. They are and that's it. My son, Sims, he goes to state, he knows some of the guys from this school.
Yeah.
And he said, that's a rough and tumble school.
You told me.
And he said, they say this is the redneckest school up in this part of the state. They meant it as a compliment. That's a macho thing.
Right.
And they fit the bill, what he described. They are all a scrappy bunch. None of them are just extremely great, but they play hard and play as a team. Hand off to Rafe Hollister up the middle, breaks one tackle, falls forward. Would you agree with that assessment?
Oh, absolutely. You told me in the parking lot. And I will clear something up now, just for the public service announcement or whatever. When we say redneck, you know,
that's a good thing.
There's two kinds of rednecks. You know, the kind that you may look down on, and then us.
And I really meant it as a compliment.
Right.
All right, 2 to the right for the Rebels. Single receiver, single wing left. Liddy's gone the distance at quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Hollister, left side. Good defense there by the Bucks. The second down.
Two kinds of rednecks, that other kind and us.
And our kind.
Yeah.
All right, second down and 8 this time for the Rebels. 5:40. The clock is the biggest enemy of the Bucks at this point. Rebels are starting to threaten.
5:30 left in this contest, and the last thing we need was for the Rebels to score.
Yeah, I think you're right. That would be a bad thing. Incomplete.
Third down and 9. I'm going to tell you, the quarterback, an exceptional athlete, and he's made some gunslinger type, really risky throws, and we have not made him pay for that.
No.
Via the interception. You know, I mean,
he's got a good arm. He is not the fastest. He might be one of the faster guys
on their
offense, but he's not the fastest guy in the district. Shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself. Country Chris makes the tackle. Did not lose containment. Good play by Williams.
Now, an observation that I'm ashamed to make right now.
Okay.
A lot of the people at home are probably wondering, the quarterback, we've said before, he's the best player on their team. He's also the kicker.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's also the same fella that refuses to call a fair catch.
Yeah, he's the best player for a reason. 4:50 to go in regulation. 4th down and 9 yards to go. Probably a passing down for the Rebels. Back to pass is the quarterback. Throws it, had his man, but overshot him. We gave him some credit. That time he missed the open receiver.
That was the old one-armed bandit back there.
Yep.
We want to recognize and a special thank you to John Weibel, Washington Parish School Board President.
We got an out-of-town score?
I don't have one.
I thought that's what Mr. John was doing for us.
No, but he's a sponsor this week. A leader for all Washington Parish. Look for great things out of Mr. John Weibel in the year to come as he takes his place as an incredible leader and qualified for all of Washington Parish. Bucks back
on offense. Game's still not over. 4:30 to go. Regulation down by 2 scores. Bucks need to score pretty quickly here. And he throws it away. And no one to throw to, so he said, I'm going to live for another play. Chunks it out of bounds. Not a bad idea there. You know, you could go spread formation here and just hand it to number 7 and see what he's got. You know, spread out the defense and see if he's got anything in it. You know, break off a long one.
Another thing, you know, you talk about the chunk plays. Even last year's, we see Connor Dedon here on the sideline at practice. They always practice with Josiah throwing the ball. And he can throw it 70 yards.
I do believe Josiah is still out of the game. He came out of the play before the fumble. McGee, hand it off to Verrett. Jet sweep, gets to the corner, gets some yards, and the Rebels are there to make the tackle.
I'll tell you what else, they do press it with Kyron Cowart tossing it, and he can throw it about 65 yards on the fly as well. I'm just trying to think of a way to quick strike, Chris.
Right, no, yeah, I agree. The problem is the Bucks are not a quick strike offense. Unless we bust off a long run. Typically, that's our big strike.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what you do here. 3:50 to go. 3rd down and 5 for the Buccaneers. McGee under center, trying to get the Rebels offside. Did they do it? That would be a good way. It stops the clock and you get the 1st down. Encroachment against the defense. That's just what the Bucks ordered. Gets them a fresh set of downs, stops the clock.
Yeah. Well, whenever I suggest the old trick play, or halfback pass, Cowart or Josiah throwing that ball, that's not the quick strike that you'd normally see.
No, normally you don't call that now because the defense is thinking, well, they're going to try something. You know, we tried it in the first half, almost worked.
But it's almost time to start trying to pull them out of your hat.
Right. McGee under center, 3:27. Back to pass is McGee, looking downfield. Throws it into big coverage, picked off by the Rebels.
Devion Bickham was back there, 3 men covering him, exceptional coverage by Carroll Academy. And I always ask myself, Chris, why would you triple cover any of our receivers when we throw the ball 3 or 4 times a game?
Well, now you know we're in a passing situation, so they're out of there. They're not crowding the front line anymore. Now it's time to play the old prevent defense.
28-14, 3-14, outside of a turnover and maybe a purse snatcher type play where you can pick the ball out of the ball carrier's hand and return it, a pick six, something of that nature.
All right, here come the Rebels. Bucks looking for the turnover.
There is a flag on the play.
Ooh,
illegal procedure.
Rebel guards are really doing a bang-up job. I was focusing on them on that play, and bang! They hit one of our tackles and put him on his keister. Can you say keister on the radio, Joe?
Well, you already did, so maybe so.
All right, here come the Rebels. 1st down at 15 after the offsides. Handoff, up the middle he goes. Not much there for the Rebels.
McDaniel gets him along with the big gun Bryce Graham. Pulls him down right on his bohunkus. Chris.
Is that newer guy or new guy?
The new guy. Yeah. Chris, in the future, try to use the term bohunkus rather than keister.
I'll have to work on that into my repertoire. All right, here come the Rebs. Been in shotgun all night. Doesn't fit their personality. Handoff, far side. Cuts back up to the middle.
Paul Lind.
Paul Lind on the carry.
Giving Hollister a break.
Looking at the roster, the guard that I've been watching and keying on, his name is Ed King.
No kidding.
Yep, from Los Angeles, California, originally it says here on the roster.
But fits right in.
Yeah, fits right in that Southern wild-eyed Southern boy persona. Handoff up the middle. Dragged down by a host of Bucks there. Number 6, Cam Cowart. And number 58, newer guy. Flags on the play.
$143 left in this one. Coach Fields wanting a little explanation of something here. A much cleaner game than what we saw last week.
That was one of the funny. It got so out of hand. I remember after we scored, we kicked it off to him. There was about 3 fights going on the field, and no one was paying attention to the kick return.
Yeah.
Our opponent returned it all the way down the field for the
I don't know if you had the opportunity to re-watch that and our reaction to it.
I did
but
not.
It
I
was
meant to watch that game again.
hilarious. It was hilarious. My mother was listening to WFCG and Arden Bird's commentary. And, all right, let's see what they're going to do right here.
It looks
Carroll
like
Academy.
Lopez is going to punt. Flags on the play. These last couple minutes are dragging.
Illegal procedure, and that's against Carroll Academy. But my mother was on the way home, her and my nephew Gentry, G Money McKelvin, and they were trying to listen to Arden's description of the game, and she said all they could hear was Arden laughing uncontrollably for about 2 straight minutes.
That's funny. There's the punt this time, end over end. Nice kick. Oh, no, it's not a nice kick. Looked, from this perspective, it looked like it was way high in the air.
Yeah.
I thought it had taken off, but it had not. It kind of knuckled to the right. A little bit of a slice, as they say, a right-footed kick.
Yeah.
And, not much of a punt.
According to Todd Boyd and Alex Summerall, that baseball game's tied up 5-5.
Now, who's playing? That's the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies, correct?
Yeah.
And it is in where?
World Series Game 1.
Do they still decide that by the All-Star game? Who hosts? Or is it, have they done away with that rule?
No, I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right, here comes McGee. 1:30 to go. Got a quick score and an onside kick and another score. Fake the handoff to Cowart, looking downfield. Oh, one-arm bandit. It's a good thing he's only got one hand. Hit his club into the deck. You know we are a running team when we're in play. We do play action pass when we're down by 14.
Yeah. Want to see if they'll bite on the run. Right.
That's when you know you're a running team. Temperature's starting to drop here up in North Mississippi. Feel that breeze coming out of the north. All right, here come the Bucks. 1:23 to go in regulation. Double wing formation. McGee under center. Play action pass. Looking downfield. Throws to his man. Oh, overshot him a little bit.
Killingsworth loses his feet trying to get back to the ball.
Time to start thinking. I've been thinking about my player of the game. I don't know yours, and maybe we'll have a player of the year award.
Nice throw.
I've already got mine picked out, Jeffrey. I don't know what you're thinking. Tell me when you want to know mine.
Nice throw back onto the field by L.J. Jenkins. Whistled it to midfield, about a 30-yard pass. Hit the referee right between the strikes.
All right, 1:18 to go in regulation. 28-14. Play action pass, looking downfield again. He's got all day. Got some pressure late. Looks, throws. Got a man down there. Oh, and it's dropped. Incomplete.
Well, nice pass blocking. Now, I didn't mean to interrupt you or cut you off. I was listening to our executive producer who outranks you, and Raymond Williams. So,
hey, I've got seniority.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I'm the oldest and been here the longest.
It's all about rank, bro. Executive producer trumps on-air talent.
All right, here come the Bucks. 4th down and 11. Here's your ball game. 1:08 to go in the regulation. McGee back to pass, looking downfield. Bootlegs outside the pocket, throws it, and it's out of bounds.
You were talking about player of the game, though, when I
yes, are you ready for mine?
Yeah.
And I'm going with number 64. I thought he played a very good game offensively, and we called his number several times on defense. He came in. He hasn't played a lot of two-way football this year, but did tonight, and I thought Mathern had a good game on defense, especially when the game was in doubt. I thought he showed up on the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
58, also nice game at defensive tackle for the Bucks, but I'm leaning towards number 64 because he did it on both sides.
And he's done it several times, and about 4 or 5 games ago, he was absolutely almost deadlocked with whoever it was that did win it that week.
Yep, and he's showed a lot of energy, and you never see him taking a play off. You see him hustling back to the huddle, and I like that.
Yeah, Yep, Jacob Mathern. He's a senior, transferred in here from Oak Forest.
And as we're speaking, I see him, looks like he's in his catcher's stand. You know, he's obviously thinking, oh, this is my last football game. We all remember our last football play. I remember mine. And you playing up that last week, and you don't consider it, this might be my last week. And then all of a sudden, it's your last week as Liddy takes a knee, the victory stance. Coach Junkins is walking across the field. He's going to go shake hands with
That's going to count it down. A lot of great seniors played their last game as Bowling Green Buccaneers.
Yep.
And Chris, if I tried to name them all, which I'm going to right now.
Now don't use your phone.
No, I don't have to use my phone. But Macaulay Keaton, Jacob Mathern, Eli Schilling, Morgan Verrett, Josiah Miller, Diamond Devion Bickham, Kyron Cowart, and Maverick the Motor McKelvin. That was a great bunch of seniors. Could have went either way after the winless season last year. Coach Junkins comes in with new philosophy on offense and defense, and in year one, the seniors took up the cause and had a 4-win season, 4-6 in the toughest schedule in the MAIS, and laid the groundwork for those that come behind to do the same thing, take up the yoke, do as the coaches suggest, and it results in winning football.
Now we're going to play some good music. Tail of the game, it hung in the balance in the first half. Turnovers kept us in the game in the first half. The Rebels turned the ball over twice in the first half, cleaned it up a little bit in the second half. I don't believe they turned it over in the second half, and the Bucks turned it over at the end of the first half and then 3 times in the second half. And all those turnovers contributed to not scoring and to the return, a scoop and score for 6 points.
Chris, the headmaster for Carroll Academy was listening to our broadcast, and he's brought over a sample of Rafe Hollister's singing when he qualified for state. And it's a sad song. He said, we're going to play just a snippet of that for our listeners at home.
A little technical difficulties back at the studio. No out-of-town scores to speak of tonight. As we said earlier, Carroll Academy will move on to Greenville, Mississippi to take on the Irish. That'll be a tough opponent for them to come out with a victory next week. St. Joe is one of the top teams. You've obviously got ACCS and you've got Tri-County, and then St. Joe. That's the class of the league, and no doubt the victory will go through those 3 teams. AC and Tri-County on the same side of the bracket. So probably you're going to see the winner of that game versus St. Joe. Jeff, any final words for our audience tonight?
Beautiful rendition, The Lonesome Road.
By Rafe Hollister.
All
right, well, that's going to
in all candor and seriousness to the Buck Vision listeners and watchers, thank you for what you've done, especially the sponsors that stepped up this year and allowed Raymond Williams, myself, and the Bird family, along with Major McKelvin, put on this traveling football show. I really love this group of kids, and I have nothing but the utmost respect and look forward to seeing what they do in the future. Chris, until next year, Lord lets us live. For Raymond Williams and RC Photographics, Chris Hawkeye Bird, I'm Mr. Positive Jeff McKelvin saying it's a pirate's life for me.